just gotta reach out your arms and embrace the sun.
Hey everybody, it's Melanie. It's day 19 of the 30-day video challenge. Can you believe it? Wowza. This is like kind of going by quickly. I was checking out some of the videos on my YouTube and I realized I've been posting, videos for like 5 years. So interesting. So one of the videos that I was looking at was a video I posted of me and this little bird got into the house where I was house sitting. It let me approach it, pick it up on my finger and go outside with it, which, I thought it would, fly away instantly, but it didn't. It just hung out. So there's this, and my friend was in the house and it hung out for so long. I was finally like, I wonder if I call out if it'll stay. So I called her outside and I was like, grab my phone, let's make a video. Let's see if we can share this with people. How cool is this? Which I'm so grateful that I actually, think of it. So as I was watching and I was listening, you can barely hear me talking, but what I was talking about, and this was filmed in 2014, and I was talking about, being the miracle that you be, being the miracle, and when you choose to be the miracle, that you become a miracle in the world. And, gifting and receiving from all of life, and, just being so grateful for that little bird that came into my life, and that I came into that little bird's life, and what we were able to contribute to each other. So I'm watching this, and it made me start, and this is the first time I've thought about it, but it's, I think, the first time that I'm actually, believing, that I'm actually like, oh, actually, this isn't a belief. This isn't like a, well, that's weird. Maybe that's true. It's like, oh yeah, I actually do know this. So what if, what if some of the things that maybe you have thought were wrong with you, were things you thought maybe you weren't very good at, or like, oh, that's funny, I haven't thought of this as an example, but when I was in the first grade, I can remember sitting in my class and trying to speak telepathically, trying to talk to people in their heads. And I was absolutely sure that it should be working. And as I tried to, send thoughts into people's heads, nobody was answering. Nobody was responding. Nothing was happening. And what was interesting is I never thought telepathy is impossible. It must be impossible because it's not working. The conclusion I came to was there's something wrong with me. I'm broken because this should be working. So I started noticing a pattern. It's like, what are some of the things that you actually really know about? For me, another one of those things is creation. I actually know about, creating miraculously in this reality. But because I wasn't showing up and working like I knew it was, I decided that I was broken. There's something wrong with me. I didn't actually stop to consider, maybe there's something going on in the world. Maybe the world isn't ready. Maybe I'm ahead of my time. Maybe these things are all possible and maybe I do know about them, and what is it that I know about them and what is it that I can be that would bring it into physical reality, right? So I'm listening to myself talking about miracles, which is something that's been a theme in my life, I don't know, over a decade. And in Access Consciousness, this is a conversation that's been going on the last couple of months. So it's just really amazing for me, and it's just cool to begin to acknowledge, I know something about this. There isn't actually anything that's wrong with me. I've just been really ahead of my time. This world and this reality have made it so that my incredible capacities weren't necessarily working properly. There's information that I required, awarenesses that I required, and changes, on the planet that were required. So I'm just wondering, is there any capacity that you have, or any area of your life, or something that that it didn't really work so well, or it didn't seem to be working so well, or It just didn't seem like it existed on the planet, or that anyone was interested in it or anything like that. And what if it isn't because there's anything wrong with you? What if it's because you're just ahead of your time? What if you are someone who's actually ushering it in? What if you are actually the possibility of that existing again for us? And I say again, because from my point of view, it isn't the first time. It's the first time in this particular, realm that we're playing with it, I think. Maybe. So, yeah, what if the world just hasn't been ready for you? What if we've been making choices that are making the world ready for us? What if we have capacities that go so far beyond this reality into the future possibilities that we are creating? Not that we're broken or wrong. So I just wanted to put that out there. What is it that you know that maybe you decided a while ago you didn't know because you weren't getting the proper feedback and the acknowledgement or affirmation? What if the world is different now? What if now is actually the time? And what can you choose today to create what you know and in the way that you know in our world? So that's not only a possibility for you, but it's a possibility for other people to also choose it. What can we contribute to each other in this? All right, it's getting long again. I adore you all. Mwah. And I'll see you on day 20.